Matthew Wielicki. Matthew, always fantastic to see you. This is just one example of the essential damage to the environment and the earth that the climate crusade is doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Dagan, Charlie, nice to see you guys both. There's one thing that there's an important distinction we have to make between EVs and internal combustion engines. EVs are essentially outsourcing the emissions to things like the production facilities of the batteries, like we're talking about. These are very energy intensive and mineral intensive processes. And so you're not getting the emissions out of the tailpipe like you would with an internally combustion engine, but it's not that you're not producing any emissions. You're essentially producing these emissions in the manufacturing of the vehicle, and then you're producing the emissions when you plug this thing in. Let's remember that when you plug in an electric vehicle, in the majority of the country, the power that is being produced in charging the batteries is coming from combustion of fossil fuels. So essentially what you're doing is you're removing the combustion and the emissions from the tailpipe, and you're kind of shifting them over to the factory or the excavator that is mining the lithium or the cobalt. And so overall, in terms of a climate aspect, electric vehicles are going to have a really small to relatively insignificant environmental or climate aspect. In fact, some people argue that they'll be environmentally worse because of the mineral intensive processes that the batteries and the electric motors require. But it's clear that this isn't doing anything in terms of lowering our global CO2 emissions. We're just shifting them outside of the city center or wherever you have the most of these electric vehicles. And let me be clear, I'm a fan of electric vehicles. I think they're fun to drive. They have instant torque. My father just purchased one, so I'm pretty sure they're here to stay because he's one that will not jump on any fad. But we have to be honest about their climate aspect. They're going to be relatively insignificant in terms of any sort of climate aspects.
Yeah, and never forget, your EV burns more coal than all my diesel trucks and tractors combined. So they should probably keep that in mind. Moving on to another slightly different aspect of all this, it seems like other parts of the renewable energy sector are in trouble as well. The average cost of offshore wind power projects have skyrocketed by nearly 60% in just the last 2 years. So as you were pointing out a minute ago with the building of the batteries and the cars, there are all kinds of hidden costs that the climate people are lying about or trying to cover up.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely true. I think this is the beginning of the end for the offshore wind industry. I think that this was kind of this craze about making carbon-free energy, and there was huge subsidies, and people thought that they could make a buck doing this, but it's become very clear that even with these enormous subsidies, that this is just economically not viable. These companies are hemorrhaging money. They're getting no bids, even in the UK and in places that are really gung-ho about a lot of these renewables. You're seeing, nobody bidding on these leases to open up these lands. And I think the companies are just seeing the writing on the wall that this just is not a good way to produce carbon-free energy. We see the economic viability, but we also see the environmental impacts. It's clear that these things are having pretty detrimental ecosystem impacts to the marine environment. And so it's just clear that this is not the right way to go to produce carbon-free energy.
I encourage everybody, Matt, to read your Substack. It's incredible. Solar and wind directly increase our footprint for electricity generation and do significant ecosystem damage. This is not how you save the planet, you wrote. It's just astonishing. Charlie and I were talking about it in the commercial break. So please come back. It's always terrific to see you.
Thanks, Matt.